The Bama Rev-X will be for the Shelby owners out there who are looking for an affordable tuning option to deliver more power and more torque along with an improved throttle response to your GT500. Now, prospective buyers will be receiving 2 custom tunes in addition to being enrolled in the Bama's free Tunes for Life program, which does allow users to get tune updates as your modifications grow. Now, along with the Bama tunes, owners will also be receiving the latest in the handheld device market, the Rev-X Tuner, which will boast all of the features of the popular X4, but with the added benefit of this cloud-based tuning, which is an industry first. Now, your price point is going to be right around $400, and it is going to get a simple 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter from me when it comes time to talk about the install. Bama Performance has been doing their thing in the Mustang world for well over 10 years now and become one of the biggest names in the industry thanks to combining affordable prices, great customer service, and solid gains overall. Now, their free Tunes for Life program continues to be a big hit with many Mustang owners because, let's face it guys, modifications never seem to end, and with the company's program, you can get a new tune revision every time you add a different mod, allowing you to essentially maximize your performance in the process. But aside from that free Tunes for Life program, Bama likes to deliver a couple of different tuning options. You got their performance and also their race tune. Now, their performance tune is going to be a little bit more geared towards street performance, bump and power, of course, throttle response, and some other goodies that you can expect from going with the brand. Now, the race tune is a little bit more aggressive and is designed for all-out performance using 93 octane or higher fuel. But let's get to the stuff you guys want to see. Let's talk numbers and what you might be able to expect on your own 2010 through 2012 Shelby. We already established a baseline run earlier using our manual 2012 GT500. We then reran the car using the 93 octane race tune from Bama, and here are those results. Baseline run using our 2012 Shelby gave us 503 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheels. With the 93 octane Bama race tune uploaded, the car is now making 523 horsepower and 497 pound-feet of torque again at the rear wheels. This is good for a peak gain of 20 horsepower over those baseline numbers and gains of as much as 31 horsepower and 28 pound-feet of torque throughout the curve. Keep in mind here, gang, dynos are going to be different. Conditions will be different, so your results may vary, but this is just to give you a better idea of what to expect with the Bama tuning team. Along with those power numbers, prospective buyers can also look forward to things like improved throttle response, smooth idle, and great drivability around town, just to name a few. But as I pointed out earlier, this package does include 2 different custom tunes from the Bama Performance team, along with unlimited data log revisions to get the best experience possible. Bama also offers more in-depth tunes for things like nitrous, E85, and forced induction, but because those tunes are a little bit more involved, they are going to cost you a little bit more. But let's quickly touch on this Rev-X device here because there is some really cool things to talk about. Now, on the surface, the Rev-X will be very similar to the X4 that you guys probably all know and love in regards to just basic features and operation, but with one big exception, and that is this new cloud-based tuning system. And what does this mean for you guys? Well, instead of needing a laptop to receive your tunes from the Bama team, you're just simply going to connect the Rev-X device to a Wi-Fi signal. It's going to prompt you to download these tunes from the cloud, and that's pretty much it. It's a nice feature for a few different reasons. First and foremost, guys, it's really going to speed up the process of not only receiving your tunes, but also loading them onto the device, in addition to not needing a computer to get you up and running, messing with emails, things like that. And if you're a Mac user, well, this is a complete game changer, guys, because let's face it, most aftermarket tuning devices aren't Apple compatible. Now, for starters, you are getting the on-screen gauges and data logging capable of reading and displaying up to 8 different values at one time. Some of these include things like air-fuel ratio, intake air temp, boost, coolant temp, ignition timing, just to name a few. But even though the case is a little different, the overall dimensions really haven't changed all that much. It's still roughly the same size as most smartphones out there, complete with a 3-inch full-color LCD screen It is configurable or viewable in two different ways. You have your portrait mode, which is going to be the straight up and down, or you can flip it over to its side and give you that landscape mode. Now, on the topic of displaying this device, one thing that I actually thought was really cool about this is this little portion here on the back. It's actually magnetic, so if you have one of those cell phone holders that is magnet based, it's going to be a great way to display the device for everyday driving, but it's also going to make it very easy to remove, toss in the glove box or center console when needed. But in addition to all of the stuff we've already talked about so far here with the device, you can also expect some of the other greatest hits, if you will, such as your Wi-Fi capabilities, which will allow you to download those tunes wirelessly from the cloud like we already talked about, but it's also going to allow you to download any future firmware updates to the device without the need for the computer, again, like we already mentioned. Now, even though you are only receiving 2 custom tunes from the Bama Performance team, the Rev-X Tuner does have the capabilities to hold up to 10 at one time. Now, of course, you will be able to read and clear those diagnostic trouble codes, better known to you guys as check engine lights, with the Rev-X device here, in addition to returning the car to stock if you ever needed or wanted to during your time of ownership. The Rev-X does also include both your USB cable, which can be used to connect this to a laptop for data logging, things like that, in conjunction with your OBD2 cable as well, which will be used to connect the Rev-X device to your S550. And speaking of connecting this little guy to your ride here, let's get into the install briefly using the Rev-X device. And honestly, guys, it's very straightforward. So 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter here. You don't even have to get your hands dirty, and maybe 30 minutes of your time to get you up and running for the very first time. This might seem pretty obvious, but I strongly recommend just following the included instructions with the Rev-X Tuner, just for the initial startup, but also the basic operation. And this will also help you get those tunes onto the device for the very first time. Once you have that taken care of, go ahead and plug the device into your OBD2 port and wait for it to power on. Now you can navigate to the Program Vehicle tab and select the tune you wish to upload. Follow those on-screen instructions and your installation is complete. In closing, the Bama Rev-X will be your most affordable custom tuning option currently on the site when it comes to your Shelby, and it's going to deliver 2 custom tunes along with their free Tunes for Life program, all on the new, very cool Rev-X device, which is sure to make the tuning process a much easier one. So be sure to check out this combo for your GT500 right here at AmericanMuscle.com.